তটবনে জাগমনলভা জানের মানালভার অগ জাগা জানে মানলোভা গৌরাঙ্গেরা আরতি শোভার জগজনে মানালভার গৌরা গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভার জগজনে মানলোভা তটবনে জগজনের মানলোভা জানাবি গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভার জগজনের মানলোভার গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভার গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভার জগজনের মানলোভার গৌরাঙ্গের তাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল দক্ষিণেনি তাই চার বামে গদাধার নিকটে আদৈত শ্রীনি বাস ছত্রধার
নিকটে আদৈত শ্রীনি বাস ছত্রধার
বসি আছে গৌরচাঁদ রত্ন সিংহাসনে বসি
আছে গৌরচাঁদ রত্ন সিংহাসনে
আরতি করে না ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে
আরতি করে না ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে
ওর আরতি করে না ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে
আরতি করে না ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে
নর হরি আদি করে চামার ঢোলায়
কি বনর হরিয়াদি করি চমর দুলায়
সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষায় দীঘায়
সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু গোসাদি গায়
শিব শঙ্কর বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে বাজে করতালা
শিব শঙ্খ ও বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে বাজে করতালা
মাধুরা মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরম রসালা
মাধুর মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরমর সাল
মধুর মাধুর মাধুর বাজে
মাধুর 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 বাজে
মধুর মাধুর মাধুর বাজে
মাধুর 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 বাজে
শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে
শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মাধুর 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 বাজে
গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি কালে মধুর 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 বাজে
গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি বাজে মাধুর 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 বাজে
ও শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে শঙ্খ
বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মাধুর 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 বাজে
গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি কালে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি কালে
মাধুর 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 বাজে
ও শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মধুর মধুর ও শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে শঙ্খ বাজে
ঘন্টা বাজে মাধুর মাধুর
গীতা গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
বাহু কোটি চন্দ্রজিনী বদনयुजाला
শিব বহু কোটি চন্দ্রাজি বদন উজালা
কি বহু ও ও কোটি চন্দ্র যিনি বদন উজালা
শিব বহু কোটি চন্দ্রাজিনী বদন উজালা
গলা দেশে বনমালা করে জালমালা
কালা দেশে বনমালা করে জনমালা
এ গলা দেশে বনমালা করে জালমালা
কালা দেশে বনমালা
शिव सुख नारद प्रेम गद गद
प्रेम गद गद
शिव ओ सुख नारद प्रेम गद गद
शिव
ओ सुख
नारद
ठाकुर फाकते विनोद देखी गौरारा संपादा
भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपादा
ओ फाकते विनोद देखी गौरारा संपादा
भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपादा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्त वृंद जय श्री
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्त वृंद जय श्री
चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
गौरंग
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe
Radha Madhava
Radha Madhava Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe
Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe
Srila Prabhupada Pranadhan Hai Srila Prabhupada Pranadhan Hai Jayo Radha Sham Sundar Radha Sham Sundar Radhe Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Gaur Hare Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Gaur Hare Nitai Gaur Gora Gora Gaur Hare Gora पतित पावन पतित पावन
पतित पावन पतित पावन
जय पतित पावन पतित पावन
पतित पावन पतित पावन
गौर 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 हरे
गौर 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 हरे
गौर 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 हरे
गौर 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 हरे
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरु हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओम इष्टपाद परमात्म परिव्राज जगदष्टोदशी देवान भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीश्वर प्रभात महाराज की जय जय नृत्य लीला प्रभु भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभात महाराज की जय गौर कृष्ण बाबा चे महाराज की जय सच्चिदानंद भक्ति ठाकुर की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव बिंद के जय नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास सागर की जय प्रेम ते गो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य ब्रह्म नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासति गौर भक्त वृंद के जय जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा गुण गिरी गोधन के जय श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम के जय मथुरा वृंदावन से द्वारका विद्यापुर धाम के जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथ धाम के जय भगवान जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देव श्री सुदर्शन चक्र की जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय श्री श्री निताय गुरु निताय गौर सुंदर की जय गंगा माय माय जय वृंद जय भक्त देव जय सब भक्त समय भक्त वृंद के जय हरिनाम यज्ञ के जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र के जय अधिक मास व्रत की जय इस्कॉन बाल्टीमोर यात्रा की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल ऑल रोज सम्मेट हरे ऑल सम्मेट हरे ऑल सम्मेट हरे कृष्णा ग्लोरिया श्री गौरंगा क्या कौन है नरसिंहाय नमस्ते नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते नरसिंहाय वल्लादलाददायिने हिरण्याकाशे पूर्वाक्षा हिरण्याकाशे शिलटाङ्कानकालाये हितो न सिंह परतो न सिंहाय यतो यतो यामि ततो न सिंहाय मोहेन सिंह हृदयेन सिंहाय बही नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह बहे बहे नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह मम शरण प्रपद नरसिंह मम शरण प्रपद तव कर कमल बारे नाखम अद्भुत सिंह ललिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनु भृंग केशवदिता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरसिंह देव गाइए सब कशिपु तनु
केशवदिता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव कर कमल बारे नाखम अद्भुत सिंह ललिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनु भृंग केशवदिता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तनु भृंग
केशवदिता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवदिता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवदिता नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव
जय नरसिंह देव
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज सर्वविघ्नविनाश लक्ष्मण भगवान के प्रहलाद महाराज के जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे
Hare Krishna. So we'll have a lamp offering. So those devotees who are interested in offering lamp, please come around Prabhupada and queue up this way. Do not cut through here. Just come in the line and you can offer lamp. Also, there are two cars that are parked in a fire lane. And one is Volvo, and this is West Virginia plate, NYG156. That needs to be moved right now, otherwise you'll get a ticket. And then there is a Tesla Maryland plate 9EN 9247, blue color Tesla. So please move those cars right away, otherwise you will get a ticket. Already 2 devotees got ticket yesterday for parking in a handicapped spot. So please park in the school parking lot. There is no parking in front of the school except for those cars which are already parked. So please move your cars right away. So now we'll have Chaurashtakam. Request if we can all move a little bit so we can give some room for other devotees who are sitting actually on the floor. So let's move up a little bit. All the Prabhuji's, Mataji's side also, you can move up all the way on the carpet. Please give room for other people. Mataji's side, Haribol, if we can move up. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Madhava Ji ki Braje prasidham navanita chauram Gopangana chadukula chauram Gopangana chadukula chauram Braje prasidham navanita chauram Gopangana chadukula chauram Aneka janmarjita papa chauram
Aneka janmarjita papa chauram
Aneka janmarjita papa chauram
Aneka janmarjita papa chauram
Chauragraganyam purusham namami Chauragraganyam purusham namami
Chauragraganyam purusham namami
Shri Radhikaya hridayasya chauram Navam Buddhasya Malakanti chauram Shri Radhikaya hridayasya chauram Navam Buddhasya Malakanti chauram Shri Radhikaya hridayasya chauram Navam Buddhasya Malakanti chauram Shri
Radhikaya hridayasya chauram Navam Buddhasya Malakanti chauram
Padashritanam cha samasta chauram Padashritam jasa cha samasta chauram Chauragraganya purusham namami
Chauragraganyam purusham namami
Akinchane krita padashritam ja karoti bhikshum patigehahin
Akinchane krita padashritam
केनाप्यहो भीषण चौरयेद्रे दृष्टश्रुतो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि दृष्टश्रुतो वा यदि अनामपि हरत्यशेषं गिरिप्रशनानपि पपराशे यदि अनामपि हरत्यशेषं गिरिप्रशनानपि पपराशे आश्चर्यरूप नानु चोरयेद्रे आश्चर्यरूप दृष्टश्रुतो वा न मया कदापि धनं च मानं च तातीन्द्रियाणि प्राणं च हृत्वा मम सर्वमेव धनं च मानं च तातीन्द्रियाणि प्राणं च हृत्वा मम सर्वमेव पलायसे कुत्र धृतोऽद्यचोरा त्वं भक्तिदां नासि मया निरुद्धा चिनत्सि घोरां यमपशबन्धं भिन्नत्सि भीमां भवपाशबन्धम् छिन्नत्सि सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धम् नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धम् मनसे तामसराशिगोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये निबधा मनसे तामसराशिगोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये मनसे तामसराशिगोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये निबधा लाभस्वहे चौर हरे चिराय लाभस्वहे चौर हरे चिराय लाभस्वहे चौर हरे चिराय लाभस्वहे चौर हरे चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषचितमेव दण्डम् स्वचौर्यदोषचितमेव दण्डम् कारागृहे वस सदा हृदये मदीये मद्भक्तिपाशदृढबन्धननिश्चलसन् त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरेऽपि सर्वस्वचौर हृदयान्न हि मोचयामि ब्रज प्रसीदं नवनीतचोर चोर ब्रज प्रसीदं नवनीतचोर गोपाङ्गनाना चदुकुलचोर ब्रज प्रसीदं नवनीतचोर अनेक जन्मार्जित पापचोरा अनेक जन्मार्जित पापचोरा चोरगण्य पुरुष नमामि चौराग्रगण्य पुरुषं नमामि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Jai Krishna Chandra, Jaya Krishna Chandra, Krishna Chandra, Jaya Krishna Chandra. Krishna hai, Krishna hai, Krishna hai, Krishna hai.
Krishna Hare, Krishna Hare, Krishna Hare, Krishna Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol,
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So welcome to ISKCON Baltimore, New Kulina Gram Dham, aboard of Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Sundar, Shri Shri Radha Madhav, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, and our dear most Srila Prabhupada. So let's give a big round of applause for our dear pujaris who have dressed our deities very beautifully. Also, we welcome all newcomers. Any newcomers? New people? First time? What's your name? Ronnie. What's your name, sir? Cliff. And what's your name, sir? Wayne. So I welcome. Oh, Hare Krishna. What's your name? Bill. So we welcome you to our ISKCON Baltimore family here. So you can meet one of our priests over there, Paramdham Prabhu, Premdham Prabhu, or Sundaranand Prabhu. They have a small gift for you before you go. So we welcome you to our temple. A few announcements. Most of you know that we have been having this GKG Yatra festival going on right now, and we have devotees visiting throughout all over America and Canada, and most of the devotees are here. So we request the local devotees to be more accommodative in parking. We have some situation with the parking. So we request you, if all the local devotees here from Baltimore Yatra, if you can park in the school parking lot and give room for your guests and visitors over here to let them park over here, that would be highly appreciative. Also, we request all the devotees who are new here, if you are here for a few more days, please do not block the entrance on both sides. Yesterday, we had a situation, people had blocked. Also very important, it's a ISKCON policy. All children 14 and under need to be supervised by their parents at all times. We do not want any kids wandering around just by themselves, especially outside, playing outside, and they just run to the road. So parents, please keep note of that. I request you to please keep checking on your kids. Thank you very much. So today we have Sundaran Prabhu. Do we have any sponsors? No sponsors today. So let's welcome our today's speaker. Today's speaker is Geeta Mataji. Geeta Mataji is a senior disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Mataji has been preaching all the way from Mumbai when I was a small kid. So she knows me since I was small, especially Geeta Mataji and Urmila Mataji, if they are there. Urmila Mataji was my teacher then. So Mataji has been preaching, and now she, runs a local Bhakti Vriksha program in Atlanta. So a lot of devotees, they are connected via Mataji's, teachings. So let's give a big round of applause to Geeta Mataji and welcome her. And let's hear a few words of wisdom from Geeta Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So welcome to all of you. Hare Krishna. I'm going to read a verse from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 2, verse number 66. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chapter 2, contents of the Gita summarized, text number 66. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha bhavayatah shanti ashantasya kutah sukham. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Purport. Unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. So, it is confirmed in the 5th chapter, 5.29, that when one understands that Krishna is the only enjoyer of all the good results of sacrifice and penance, that he is the proprietor of all universal manifestations, and that he is the real friend of all living entities, then only can one have real peace. Therefore, if one is not in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be a final goal for the mind. Disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal, and when one is certain that Krishna is the enjoyer, proprietor, and friend of everyone and everything, then one can, with a steady mind, bring about peace. Therefore, one who is engaged without relationship with Krishna is certainly always in distress and is without peace. However much he may make a show of peace and spiritual advancement in life. Krishna consciousness is a self-manifested peaceful condition which can be achieved only in relationship with Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So in this verse we heard many times Krishna also talking about peace and Srila Prabhupada also talking about peace. How many of you would like to be peaceful? Please raise your hands. Now that indicates you're not peaceful. Agree? If you raise your hand, that means you're not peaceful. So here we have a formula how to be peaceful. You know, most of us, I would say all of us go through difficulties in life, yes? Yes or no? I'm going to ask questions to make sure you don't fall asleep, right? Because sometimes lectures can be boring and then people, before you know, they're already snoring. So, in spite of having difficulties, is it possible to remain peaceful? In the purport, maybe children can be taken outside. That would be nice. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, without Krishna consciousness, there is no peace, making it very, very clear. And he also mentions a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, which is Karma Yoga, Action and Krishna Consciousness, the very last verse, number 29. That gives us the peace formula. Does anyone want a formula for peace? Only one person? Uh-oh. It should be the other way around. Is there anyone who doesn't want peace formula? Raise your hand. No hands should go up because we all want peace. And he gives a peace formula. What does he say? Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarva loka maheshwara suhridam sarva bhutanam gnatva shantim richati. If someone wants shanti, not a lady, but shanti means peace, peace of mind, right? Because there's a lady's name also, Shanti. So if we want peace of mind, then if we can somehow or the other understand that Krishna is the bhokta. Bhokta means the enjoyer. He is the supreme enjoyer. Unfortunately, in this material world, we want to be the enjoyers. Yes or no? Yes? We want to enjoy things. We want to enjoy people. We want to enjoy our senses. So, did they go up? From here they went up? That's more noise. That's also kirtan. We can consider. So where were we? Peace, yes, but where? Where in peace? Yes, wanting to enjoy, want to be the enjoyers. But Krishna says, no, I am the Bhoktaram. I am the supreme enjoyer. Sarva Loka Maheshwara, Maha Ishvara. He says, I am the supreme lord of everyone, everything, all the planets, all the demigods. I am the supreme lord of all. So if one understands Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, that he is the well-wisher and the best friend of all living entities. How many of us have best friends? Not friends with benefits. No. Best friends. Very few, right? But Krishna says, I am the best friend. Now, how is he the best friend? Because he is situated in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chaham hridi sani vishtho. He says, I am situated in everyone's heart. Mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha. He says, from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So it is up to us. We have a choice that the Lord is in our heart as the super soul, as Paramatma. What do we want from him? Do we want to remember him, forget him, or we want his knowledge? Based on our choice, he then guides us. So if we decide, no, I'm not interested in learning about Krishna, about God, I'm not interested in knowledge, he'll say tathastu. He will take us in a wrong direction, other direction, away from him. So he's there within the heart to guide us, and with the knowledge from the Bhagavad Gita, he's telling us through Arjuna how to be peaceful. And Prabhupada says in the purport that there is no happiness. If there's no happiness, then there's no peace. Does that make sense? To be peaceful, we have to be happy. And what is going to make us happy? A new iPhone? Is it already released? No? September, I guess, right? Is that going to make us happy? See, who was the one who started this Apple company? Steve Jobs. All these information we have. But who wrote the Bhagavad Gita? Who spoke the Bhagavad Gita? Nowadays, children, they don't know. So he was very smart. He went with the I consciousness, I, me, and mine. iPhone, iPad, iMac, so that we get attached to our own things and ourselves. That is I consciousness. But Bhagavad Gita is teaching us that in spite of having many difficulties in life, I'm pretty sure in every home in this country or the state or whatever, every home has some difficulty or other. Yes or no? Some problem or another. Right? But how to remain happy in spite of all these difficulties? Krishna says, Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, that this place, material world, is a place of misery and it is temporary. Ashashvatam means it is temporary. There is misery. I was listening to one lecture where, Srila Prabhupada has written many books. Are you aware? He has written many books, right? Like this Bhagavad Gita, as it is also, he has translated. So there was this devotee who was distributing books, going home to home, ringing the bell, and, begging them to take a book, it's like books on science of self-realization, how not to come back into this material world, higher taste, etc., planetary systems and all. So he was carrying small books, and he reached one home, and this is true, this happened many years ago. So he knocked on the door, and no one opened the door. He kept trying. Something within him told him, keep trying. Sometimes what we do, we see through the, what is called peephole? What do you call it? On the door? Huh? Keyhole? No. Eyepiece? It's called eyepiece on the door? That you can look and see who's outside, and based on that you decide you're going to open or you're not going to open. We kept knocking, and then finally one old frail lady, she opened the door, and she was very distressed, very sad and morose, and she said, "What do you want? Why are you knocking?" So this devotee, he had a smile on his face. He said, "No, I just wanted to give you one book as a gift." She said, okay. She just took that book and she slammed the door. After a few days, this lady met the same devotee in a parking lot. I don't remember whether it was Walmart or wherever. So she met this devotee with a big smile, and she went and hugged him. And he didn't even remember who she was because, he was distributing books in so many homes. Then she said, "Thank you very much. You saved my life." He said, "What did I do?" She said, while he was knocking, she was preparing to hang herself from the ceiling fan because she was in so much distress. She was in pain. She had financial difficulties. She had health challenges. So much wrong was happening in her life that she thought, "I must end it." Then she decided, well, this person has taken the trouble to give me a book. Let me just read before I die. You never know. So she said, I'll just read one page. But she was so interested in Srila Prabhupada's book that she read the whole book. And guess what? She ended up chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. She understood the purpose of human form of life. She understood that. Excuse me. And she became a wonderful devotee. These books of Srila Prabhupada are a treasure house. We never know because the books give us an idea what is the human goal. Even in the purport that we read today, Srila Prabhupada is saying that there has to be a goal for the mind. Have you ever heard this before? Goal for the mind. Because mind is restless. It's running everywhere. I am pretty sure from the time I started speaking, most of you left your minds from here out of the door. Yes or no? Minds ran away. Yes? Be honest, right? You're looking at me like you're listening to me, but possibly the mind is outside. That's what the mind does. So here Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to be happy and peaceful even amongst challenges and difficulties. So Srila Prabhupada in his purport says, if we become fully Krishna conscious, then we will be happy permanently. Now, what is being fully Krishna conscious? It starts with mantra meditation. What is mantra? Man means mind, and tra means to free the mind of anxieties. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord, when he came 500 years ago, he gave us a Maha Mantra, which means the highest, the most potent, the most powerful mantra to become conscious of Him. Once we become conscious of the Supreme Lord, then automatically we will feel happy and peaceful. So this Maha Mantra, this mantra meditation is very, very helpful on a daily basis. And that can lead us to complete happiness and peace. Now we all recognized that we want to be peaceful. Yes? Sleeping still? Right? So here is a formula given to us by Krishna himself. So he says, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwara. He is the Supreme Lord. Suhri Dam. He is our best friend. He is our well-wisher. Just like a rich father, his son has left him and gone. What does the father want? Good riddance? No, the father wants the child back home. That is our position. We are those children who have left our opulent, rich, most opulent father in the spiritual world, and we have come here thinking, I am the controller, I am the enjoyer, and I'm going to be the Lord of all I survey. Has it worked? Has it worked? No. We have remained servants since the time of birth. How are we servants? We serve the body. We serve our family. We serve our boss. Yes? Otherwise, we'll lose the job. We serve our relatives. We serve our friends. We serve the society. We serve the country. We are serving all the time. So what is the title we have? We are a servant. Why not be the servant of the Supreme Lord and become fully peaceful and happy? So goal has to be there. Challenges will come. In chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, which is contents of the Gita summarized, from which I took today's verse, in verse 14, Krishna says, Matra sparshastu kanteya shitoshana sukha dukkadaha agama paino nityas tams titikshasva bharata. He says, just like the seasons come and go, summer and winter, similarly, happiness and distress, they come and go. Do we remain distressed all the time? No. Do we remain happy all the time? No, it's coming and going. Similarly, we have to understand and become tolerant. Titikshasva, which means tolerate. Tolerate. We don't need to tolerate happiness because we are elated when we are happy. But we need to tolerate distress whenever it comes. This is what Krishna is teaching us through Arjuna. And if we focus our mind on the holy name of the Lord, it will help us to tolerate these challenges. Why do we devotees, we wake up early in the morning and we chant? What do we chant? Let's try once more. You all have eaten lunch, right? Let's try once more. What do we chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. These are powerful sound vibrations coming from the spiritual world. This Maha Mantra is having the potency of all the mantras in the Vedic literatures. That's the power. And this Maha Mantra can help us to cleanse our heart of all the unwanted things like lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, etc. It's very, very powerful. I'll tell you a story from the Puranas, which gives us an idea how powerful the holy name is. One time, does everyone know Lord Ramachandra? Yes? Maybe 5, 6 of you know? Yes. Ah, loudly. So Lord Ramachandra, one time he was in his palace and a sage called Vishwamitra visited his palace. So immediately Lord Ramachandra, offered him a seat, washed his feet and gave him all the respect. And at that time, Narad Muni was also there. Do you all know who's Narad Muni? Okay. Narad Muni was also there, and he told Hanuman, I want you to offer respects. You're smiling, you know the story? Okay. Does anyone know the story? I know. Who? I do not. Oh, do not. Okay. So, Narad Muni wanted to give us the moral of the story of this pastime, that holy name is very powerful. So he told Hanuman, I want you to offer respects to all except sage Vishwamitra. Hanuman said, no, I cannot do that because this is an angry sage. He gets angry just like that and he'll curse me and I'll be doomed. Narad Muni said, no, trust me. I want to teach a lesson even to the sage Vishwamitra. So, Hanuman followed Narad Muni's instructions and he offered respects to all except Vishwamitra. Guess what happened? The sage got very angry. He told Lord Ramachandra, I want you to kill him. I want you to kill Hanuman. Now, Hanuman is the greatest devotee of Lord Ramachandra. So Lord Ramachandra, you think he killed? He gave him 1 day. The sage said, okay, tomorrow morning I want you to kill Hanuman with your bow and arrow. So after the sage left to rest in his room, Hanuman looked at Narad Muni, what have you done? I'm going to die tomorrow. The Lord is going to kill me tomorrow. What's wrong? What lesson are you trying to teach? He said, tolerance, patience, be patient. He gave him an idea. He said, tomorrow in the morning when everyone will gather in the meeting area in the palace, I want you to just sit down and chant Lord Ramachandra's name. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just chant Ram, 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 Ram. And it so happened that Vishwamitra, he came all angry and he told Lord Ramachandra, kill him right now. So Lord Ramachandra, being the Supreme Lord, he knew what's going to happen. So he took his bow and arrow and he shot it at Hanuman. What do you think happened? I can't hear. Exactly, it didn't reach. The arrow would come to Hanuman and boom, it'll fall at his feet. Lord Ramachandra kept shooting arrows and all the arrows just kept falling at the feet of Hanuman. Then the sage realized the power of the holy name. If someone is chanting the Lord's holy name, no danger at all. So if we take up this mantra meditation on a daily basis, if we chant every day, how many of you chant every day this Maha Mantra? Please raise your hands. How many of you who do not chant would like to start chanting? Very nice. Not like this, so we can see. The Lord is seeing. Here is a witness, the Supreme Lord is a witness. So this is the power of the holy name. We have challenges and difficulties, but we can always overcome them or learn to tolerate them just by surrendering to the Supreme Lord, becoming fully Krishna conscious. And it starts with chanting the holy names of the Lord. In Mumbai, India, I used to have this Bhagavad Gita class, and my neighbor used to come for this class, and she had 2 little kids. One was probably 10 years old, the other was 14. And they would come and sit right in front, and they would hear the class. And I was talking about the importance of chanting. And this little boy, 10-year-old, he got very interested. He said, I want to chant. Can you give me chanting beads? And I was thrilled, like someone is asking me for beads. So I gave him the beads and I showed him how to chant. Next week when he came, he was super excited. And he said, You told that I should chant 16 rounds, and I have started chanting 16 rounds. 10-year-old boy. Say Haribol afterwards, you will know why. This is what I said. Haribol, he's chanting 16 rounds. So I said, okay, beta, how long does it take you to chant 16 rounds? He said, 15 minutes. I'm like, something is wrong. There is something wrong. Okay, beta, show me, how do you chant? So he took his beads. First, he sat in a nice yoga pose. And then he took the beads that I gave him. He took the first bead and he closed his eyes and he said, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And I'm thinking, this should take 3 hours to do 16 rounds, right? Each mala has 108 beads. And then after that he said, ditto, 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 ditto. I'm like, what's wrong? He said, this is what we do in school. If we have to copy the same thing, we just put the ditto marks, like ditto, 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 ditto. Like, no. Then when I explained to him the real way of chanting, Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That is shortcut. Children are very smart, very smart. He found the loophole and he was so happy he's chanting 16 rounds, and I thought maybe in 1 year he'll get initiated. But he had a long way to go. So when I explained to him how to chant, he stopped chanting because it takes too much time. Anyway, the importance of chanting is very, very important. I remember hearing one lecture by a disciple of Srila Prabhupada many, many years ago. And he was talking about his own experience. So before he became a devotee, he was looking for some yoga teacher, someone who can, teach him yoga, peace of mind, how to control the mind and senses, etc. He was looking. So his friend told him, his roommate told him, I know one yogi. He's a very nice teacher. You come with me. I go to his classes regularly, and he will be able to make you happy and peaceful. He'll answer all your questions. And he has given me one mantra to chant, but I cannot tell you what it is because it's a secret. It's a secret mantra. So this person, he said, okay, let me try. I've tried so many different yogis. Let me try this one too. So when he went, this teacher, who called himself a guru, he said, I will give you a secret mantra, but you have to give me $100. It costs $100. I'll give you the secret mantra. You should not tell this to anyone. If you do, the potency of the mantra will be gone. So in his can you tell me what mantra you got? Then I can share my mantra to you. Let's share the secret between each other. So this friend was reluctant. He said, okay, you first tell me. Now this person who afterwards found Srila Prabhupada and became his disciple, he said, the mantra I got, would you all like to chant with me that mantra? Secret mantra? Yes? Are you sure? Okay, close your eyes. No cheating. Close your eyes, and when I chant the mantra, you also chant after me. 1, 2, 3. Brrr! Chant. This was his secret mantra. That's the secret mantra he got. Can you imagine? You keep doing brrr, 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 and you'll become self-realized. He lost his $100 also. He himself told this story about this, what happened to him. And because Krishna within the heart knew his desire, deep desire to become self-realized, that's why he guided him to Srila Prabhupada. And then he became his disciple and went on this path of Krishna consciousness. We all are very fortunate. All of us are very fortunate. We are sitting today here in this beautiful temple near Srila Prabhupada, reading his purpose from Bhagavad Gita as it is, and learning how to be self-realized, how to be happy and peaceful. You see, your kids were not there the other day when I was giving a class. Was it Thursday, I think? And I also have a picture of it to show you, like last time. There is so much ignorance in this material world. People are so ignorant. They have no idea about the goal of life, who they are, who is the Supreme Lord, where have they come from, where do they need to go from here, how to end the cycle of misery. No idea at all. And the height of ignorance. Recently, I saw a picture and watched a video also. I was curious, so I watched that video where a gentleman got married to an alligator. Did you see that? Married to an alligator. Why? Because it's considered auspicious. It is said in their country that when you marry an alligator, you get a lot of wealth. You become very rich. And the picture showed the alligator in beautiful bridal outfit, white outfit, with a tiara and a bouquet. And here he's standing there and saying, "I do," to the alligator. See, we all are very fortunate. We have Bhagavad Gita as it is. We have the knowledge of Krishna consciousness, how we can become fully Krishna conscious. And the first step is chanting the holy names of the Lord, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And we have a golden opportunity now. This is a special month which is called Purushottam month, also called Adhik Mas, means extra month. You know, once every 3 years we have this one extra month, which is a very powerful month. Any devotional activities that we perform in this month, which ends on Tuesday, unfortunately, we get, the benefit is 1,000 times. If we chant Hare Krishna for one time, it's equal to chanting 1,000 times. That doesn't mean we don't chant our 16 rounds. We still do chant. This is a very powerful month. Lord Krishna, this month, Purushottama month, was in a feminine form and had gone to Krishna saying that no one really cares about me. I'm an extra. Anyone likes to be extra? Extra? Extra means not needed, kind of unnecessary. So Purushottama month went, Adhik Mas went and said, I'm extra, please do something. So Krishna said, from now on, I consider you my wife. And I give you all my qualities. I give you all the potency. Anyone who observes this Adhik Mas or Purushottama month, I give you my name also, Purushottama. Purusha is enjoyer, Uttama supreme, supreme enjoyer. So the name also was given to this month by Krishna himself and said, whoever observes this month, all the sinful reactions are wiped away and a person goes back to the spiritual world, which is Goloka Vrindavan. So we have this opportunity. So how many of you who is not chanting Hare Krishna would like to start chanting Hare Krishna starting today? Please raise your hands. Thank you. This boy too? This boy, you raise your hand too? No, he's in his own world. Anyone else? Only 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4, 5. That's a good start. 6. Yes, very good. So after the class, meet me and I'll show you how to chant. And I'll also give you some beads to chant on. Is that okay? Yes? What's the mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. See? So this will help us, when we chant, it's going to help us understand the purpose and goal of human form of life. Just like in the school, children, they start with learning A, B, C, D, right? A for apple, B for bat, C for cat, D for dog. But nowadays children, they know A for Android, B for Bluetooth, C for chatting, and D for download. Yes or no? This is what they learn. But if we want to be fully Krishna conscious, then A for association, associating with spiritually minded people, associating with devotees. B for books, reading Srila Prabhupada's books. C for chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. This is the ABC of fully Krishna conscious life. So Srila Prabhupada has given us the process, and he has shown us with his personal example how we can make this human form of life worthwhile instead of just wasting it in eating, sleeping, and being merry. Instead, use our philosophical intelligence to understand who we really are and where do we want to go from here. In fact, I'm going to end with a very nice pastime of Srila Prabhupada. He was in Vrindavan, and a magician, a very popular magician, visited Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan and wanted to meet him. So Prabhupada said, come on in. So this magician asked Srila Prabhupada, give me your coin, give me your coin. So Prabhupada gave him a coin, and he did some coin disappeared. Prabhupada said, give me my coin, where is it? He said, it's disappeared, it's gone, that's magic. So Prabhupada said, so you can disappear coins? He said, yes, I can disappear anything you want. Prabhupada said, okay, can you make birth, disease, old age, death disappear? What do you think his answer was? No way. Prabhupada said, I can. Who is a better magician? Srila Prabhupada. He gave us a process by which we can get rid of this whole cycle of birth and death. Right? All we have to do is just take this knowledge, contemplate on it, put it into practice, and voila, we become fully Krishna conscious. So I'm going to end here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If anyone has any questions or comments, you're welcome to ask. Hare Krishna.
You can raise your hand if you have any questions. I'll bring the mic to you.
Probably I put them to sleep.
I'll make a comment so that it gives time for anybody to ask any comment or question. Oh, yeah, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much for the beautiful class.
Hare Krishna.
You mentioned chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, but I may be chanting other mantras. So what is the difference between chanting those mantras and why chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra only?
A very, very important question. Yes, that is a question we should have in mind, right? So, just like when we are diseased, say I have an ailment, I have a disease, the best thing I would do is go to the doctor. And the doctor will give me a prescription that is going to help me to cure my disease. So I have two options. One is to have faith in the prescription and take the prescription, or do my own research and, not have faith and then just let it be. So Krishna has given us the prescription in the Bhagavad Gita. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dhridavrataha. Also, when Krishna came 500 years ago as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have on the altar, he gave us this prescription that we should chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyata. In Kali Yuga, in this age that we are in, the disease that we have, for that the cure is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Just like every disease have a particular prescription to cure that disease, similarly for each age there is a prescription. It is mentioned in the Vedas, Krite yadhyayato Vishnum tretayam yajato make. That in the early yugas, Satya Yuga, people used to live for 100,000 years. So the process for self-realization was meditation. Meditation has effect only when one meditates for at least 40,000 years. Do we have that much time? Anyone here will live for 100,000 years? 100 years also will be a great achievement, right? Then came Treta Yuga. There, the process for self-realization was fire sacrifice for thousands of years, because people live for 10,000 years. Then came Dwapar Yuga, where it was deity worship, elaborate deity worship. But Kalau Tad Hari Kirtanat. Tad means we get the same effect as in those different ages for different processes. We get the same benefit just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Especially in Kali Yuga, the scriptures tell us that potency of all the mantras in the Vedas is inside this Maha Mantra. So just like you take a multivitamin pill, right? It has everything in it, vitamin C, D, E, F, whatever, I don't know, whatever it is, calcium, whatever, everything is in there. You take one pill and you get the benefit of all the different options that you want, right? But if after taking multivitamin, I want to take separately B12 or vitamin C, there's no harm. So if you are chanting some other mantra, that's okay, but at least add this Maha Mantra in your life. Does that make sense? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Any other question or comment?
Mataji, you stated that we should strive for happiness, right? That should be our goal. What else do you suggest that we should strive for in life?
Oh, very nice. So there is a step-by-step process, for self-realization. And the first step is chanting. So Prahlad Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, he gives the 9 processes of devotional service. He says, starts with Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. So first is Shravanam, which you're doing now, hearing, right? So we hear, we take on the knowledge, and then we do Kirtanam, we chant. Then when we chant, then there's going to be Smaranam, we'll remember the Lord, right? So like that, step by step we can do, and it helps to be in association of devotees so we can learn from them, right? You're welcome. Okay, thank you all very much for your attention. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Madhuri, for a very wonderful class, which was very engaging, interesting, and meaningful also.
I didn't want them to sleep, so I was engaging them.
Thank you, Madhuri. Yeah. Someone has a question? Can you raise your hand one more time?
I just wanted to ask a question.
Is it okay, Madhuri, for you?
Yes, yes. Mhm.
Is it essential to chant the mantra louder or within our hearts?
Very nice. Prabhupada was asked this question, that can we chant in our mind or do we have to chant it audibly? I don't know from where the sound is coming, echo. Okay. So he gave a very nice example. He said that when we are hungry, do we eat in our mind? Right? Do we eat in our mind? No. When we go to a job and we tell the boss, you can give me a paycheck in your mind. It doesn't work like that, right? So in the mind, it is not possible because the mind is very restless according to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. It's turbulent, it's restless, it's obstinate. I mean, mind is very difficult to control. Arjuna says it's easier to control the wind than to control the mind. So to control the mind, we have to chant audibly. We should be able to hear because the potency is in the sound vibrations. So when we chant loud enough, it shouldn't be like so loud that we disturb others and they also go, stop, Loud enough so we can hear because the sound vibrations, they go from the ear into the heart and cleanse the heart of all unwanted things. So it should be loud enough so we can hear, and it has to be very clear. It cannot be Har Kish 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 Nam 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 Kish 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 Nam 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 Nam. No. It has to be very, sometimes, not even ditto ditto. No ditto ditto. No. And no brrr also. No. It has to be loud enough. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is how we chant. And it has to be very clear also. The words should be very, very clear. Then there is a potency in it. Okay? Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mate. Yeah, for those of you who are new to the temple, the prasadam will be served in basement. When you go out of this door, on the left-hand side, there's stairs. And there will be Kirtan here, starting around 7 o'clock again, by youth here. And also temple darshan will open around 7:20. So you can come for darshan again if you like. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone.